Blake, could you bring me my glasses off the table in the bedroom, please? Sorry, guys. I am blind at the moment. Quite literally. Okay, so... I have my paperwork out, and I am going to start around 2 o'clock. I know I am early getting on, and I kind of want to do today kind of quick because I'm having issues. Blake.
What about your bedroom?
My glasses on the side table. Awesome, thank you.
Are these the glasses?
Yes.
They weren't on your side table.
Oh, sorry.
They were on.
The dogs are... She's barking. Your baby.
Yeah, but she just wants me. Sassy, come on. Maybe you don't want. You want me?
Oh, okay. Now I can see. Hi, Johnny. And hi, Salem. How are you doing today? So, I am just going to... We're on day 3 of making our servitor. I guess I can do a very quick recap. It's a 8-day process from growth to birth. Or it was for me. People do it different ways. This is only my experience and only the way I have done it. We have went over intentions and goals. We went over the name and the command word. We have been over protecting yourself in a circle. We've went over how to take care of yourself while you're doing the spell, to make sure you eat, your energy's up that you're putting into the spell, all of that. I'm doing great, Johnny. Thank you. We have went over how you choose your herbs. For your poppet, your servitor. Since he is going to be birthed on a full moon, you want to make sure you have full moon oil, which you can make, or servitor oil, which you can make. And you would use the same herbs that you would be stuffing him with to make the oil. And you need to be now thinking about and writing down each day on your parchment that's going to be your contract. Okay, so today we are going to be going over, goodness, did I move it? Okay, today we're going to be going over what your servitor is allowed to feed on, because that is your choice. You tell them what they are and are not allowed to feed on. Okay, so some of the things your servitor can feed on that you could keep in stock to feed him: rice, any kind of protection herbs like lavender, rosemary, cinnamon. You could make a mix of protection herbs. He can also feed on candles, sunlight, moonlight. You can do a wine with his herbs in it, or just a wine. Water, if you're not doing wine, you want to keep water on his little area or altar. You can use an incense to cleanse his area, or you could use sage. And you can light an incense if you have him feeding on an incense. Hi, Mac. How are you? Hi from Missouri. I am in Missouri. Okay, so water, herbs, stones, candles. You may want him to feed from people that have, if he's a protection servitor, people that have tried to harm you. You may have him feed from people you don't like. There's all kinds of ways you can feed a servitor, even though that's a little bit on the darker side. So that is short and sweet. You need to decide what you want him to feed on, 2 or 3 things that you know you'll be able to get all the time. You could do salt, you could do beans, you could do rice, something you know that you're going to have all the time. And you want to keep water on his altar if you're not doing wine. All right. Next, and you know every day you need to spend time with your servitor. Every day you need to spend at least 30 minutes with your servitor, whether you're adding herbs every day, adding a stone every day, whatever you're doing every day, you want to further your contract and spend 30 minutes with your servitor. And every day, you want to read the servitor, the contract, from beginning to end. So that was short and sweet. And then next week we will be going over day 4. Thank you so much for coming, Johnny. I guess I should have looked before I opened up, but I always do it at 2 o'clock. And I want to get this done because I'm going to do pull a card tonight. So that was day 3. Next week we will be working on day 4. Do not forget, every day when you're spending time with him, you're doing it in a formal area, formal circle that you keep clean for exactly this reason. You want to make sure that your area is cleansed every time you go into it. You want to make sure during the spell you keep your energy up, you keep your vibrations very high, because you are dealing with a spirit energy work. And I think that's going to wrap it up. Just the regular warnings and stuff. Hello to everybody coming in. And knowing what it is that you want to feed your servitor on a daily or weekly basis. You can use a candle. You can use herbs, rice, beans. Anything like that is fine. Anything that is any herb that goes along with what you're wanting your protector to do for you. Say if your protector is supposed to keep money flowing in the household, okay, flowing in, you would want to use maybe bay leaf, basil, rosemary, cinnamon, cloves, a mix of those items would help that particular servitor with his overall purpose for being. So you can have different servitors for different reasons, and work them until they fulfill that particular goal. And then you can dissipate them, or dismiss them. You can reabsorb the energy because it is your energy. Unless you just don't want to absorb that energy, and you can still release it by burning the servitor and saying the word that dismisses him. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Alright guys, I'm not seeing anything come up. Please watch it back if you did not get a chance to watch it. thank you for coming, and I am going to get off here. Thank you, Johnny, for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mac, for coming. And whoever our other visitors were, thank you also for coming. Me, blessings, and much love.